Welcome everybody here to TwinSpires. The tournament's now nearly a year in TwinSpires tournaments under our belt, and bringing a new segment to you here today as we're joined by one of our newest tournament players, and Chris Denney, who's joined us in the last couple of weeks, and he's gotten off to a razor sharp start. He's been on fire, winning two out of his first three tournaments, both of them at Assiniboia Downs. And before we dive into your action in the tournaments, Chris, first and foremost, welcome to the show. Welcome to TwinSpires, and just tell us what has attracted you to TwinSpires, our tournaments, and what's brought you along to us in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. TwinSpires was just something I saw online. To be honest with you, I was on Twitter and I try and follow as many handicappers as possible, and just came across my feed. I've never done tournaments. I like betting on horses here and there, exactas, straight bets, but thought I'd check out the tournaments, and yeah, just started there a couple days ago. It's been a good start.
Yeah, it's always great to hear. We certainly have a lot of the more seasoned tournament players in a lot of our tournaments, but to get new guys in and have them catch on is something we're certainly hopeful to continue. And glad to hear that it attracted you. How about Assiniboia Downs? That's kind of been your stomping grounds with us in tournaments. What was it about Assiniboia that you do so well?
Yeah, no, it's a good time for me. I'm on the East Coast. I'm in Florida, so it's pretty late at night, but the fiance plays Fortnite with the girls and I need to stay up, so I play MLB The Show, and while I'm doing that, I can bet at that track at night, and I started there with a pick 5 win. The next night hit another pick 5, and I just love that track. I think it's very true to the speed figures in the past, anything I can get my hands on from past results. So took my luck to a tournament and ended up hitting that too.
Yeah, especially the one just this past Tuesday night. You had several of what we have some of our mainstay tournament players in there. Henry Carson played in our Kentucky Derby betting challenge, and I believe he cashed pretty well in there. Mike Saletta was in that tournament. He does well. Jackson Muniz, Stephanie Davis. So you more than held your own against some pretty strong competition in that tournament this week. Um, any chance that we're going to see you, kind of advance those skills and take into some of the bigger tournaments and try to get qualified for things like the BCBC and the Kentucky Derby betting challenge and things like that?
Yeah, that's the goal. I mean, I'm still learning a lot about what the feeders and the qualifiers entail, but that's kind of like my fun goal now is to start qualifying, keep moving forward into the bigger tournaments. I think that it's been really cool to see like there's a poker aspect to it, not just your bets, but what everyone else is betting. And I didn't know those people were, mainstays, if you will, in some of these tournaments. So to find that out, that's cool. And but yeah, no, to your question, absolutely, absolutely want to start doing some bigger ones and see how far this can go.
Yeah, and to that point, when you talk about seeing what they're playing, that's a cool feature that we have at TwinSpires. That leaderboard updates right away, and once the race goes official, you could see what the other competition wagered. You can get a sense for what they're doing in the tournament and kind of help your strategy out in terms of how you're going to play going forward. So, how long have you been interested in horse racing? Because you're a young guy, right? You're only 24 years old.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, a little bit older than that, but I've been around it my whole life pretty much. My grandpa owned two horses that I can remember at Vernon Downs up in upstate New York.
Used to call races there
Um,
sometimes. Wow, how about that?
Yeah, yes, yes. So I got into it. They lived on his land. I mean, he had a trailer with acres of land, and Bucky B40 and Crowbar Hotel. If I can remember those two horses,
Wow.
they're ingrained in my head. He was well known up there. He lived up there a while. But anyway, that's how I got into it. Moved down to Tampa. I live here now. Go to Tampa Bay Downs as much as I can. Headed up to Saratoga for my birthday next month. Check that out. So I think a lot of people my age are probably betting on sports and a good bit, and I do dabble a little bit, but horses, man, it's just fun for me.
Well, we love hearing that, and more exciting news for you is that when the Tampa Bay Downs meet starts up in the fall, we offer tournaments on Tampa Bay. So that's going to be
Beautiful.
something that you're going to definitely want to take part in. So now that you kind of getting the hang of how this all works, tell me about like how your strategy has kind of developed as you've played a little bit, and how you look to play these tournaments. And do you sit back and wait to see what other people do? Do you get aggressive from the beginning? What kind of strategy are you employing?
Yeah, I think it depends for me on the bankroll. I mean, I don't have too much of a sample size to go off of, but for the smaller bankrolls, I kind of let it all out in the beginning. I think there was one at I don't know if it was Colonial, but it was a $30 bankroll, right? And turned 30 on a win bet to 120 on a 4-1 or something like that. And then I just saw that based on the bet size of the other competitors, gave me a little bit of a leeway. So I settled down and tried to hit some exactas and was able to do that. So the bigger ones for larger bankroll, I try and buy my time and hit something special in the beginning, but always keep a last bullet in the chamber, if you will, for the last one if needed.
Yeah, it's always kind of fascinating to see how the different tournament players do it. We have, one of our tournament players loves going in fast, early, aggressive, and if he doesn't get the job done, he'll just come back the next day. And then you see others kind of sit in the weeds and wait and see what everybody else does. So, always interested to hear about the strategy. So, going forward for you, you talked about some of your goals. NHC, have you learned anything about that? BCBC, which tournament has like the most of your attention now that you kind of start to dabble in these?
Yeah, I'd say the BCBC has been the one I've seen the most on and seen the feeders, like the one on Sunday at Woodbine is what I'm trying to qualify for
Mhm.
right now. One, I was able to win two at the track up in Canada, right? And was hoping to get that qualifier. So really just that one. I don't know about all the other ones just yet. I'm looking at them. I don't think there's one I'm going to shy away from by any means. If I can keep making a bankroll during the day and put it on some tournaments, then that's what I'll do.
Yeah, there's several major tournaments. It's pretty cool. The BCBC obviously is the Breeders' Cup, which is a $10,000 buy-in, and 7,500 goes to your bankroll. And we offer qualifiers for those. We also have the NHC, which is actually an on-site tournament in Las Vegas that we offer qualifiers for. That tournament itself, when you get there, is only a $2 win and place bet in each race, and it's a mythical tournament. So it's a completely different strategy than the live money bankroll. And then we have, of course, our own tournament, the Kentucky Derby Betting Challenge, which is a $5,000 contest, Kentucky Derby Day, and we qualify people all year long for that. So you've got some good targets to look forward to, and would certainly love to see you get into the BCBC and play it with us at TwinSpires.
That'd be great. That's what I'm looking forward to as well.
Well, Chris, we really appreciate your time for joining with us today. Look forward to seeing your name at the top of the leaderboard going forward, and hopefully get you some of those tournament seats locked in as we see you here in TwinSpires tournaments. Thanks so much for joining us, Chris. We appreciate it.
Awesome. Appreciate it, guys.